nothing strange about being a parent. You spend years worrying about the big things: money, schools, providing, getting it right. You think those are the things that will define you. But children, they remember something completely different. They remember moments. As adults, we assume the big gestures matter the most. The expensive days out, the holidays, the big Christmas presents. We assume those are the memories that will stick. But it's not. We think that those are the moments our kids will talk about when they grow up. And again, most of the time, they're not. Kids remember the strange little things. The things that you barely register. They remember when you chased them around the living room. They remember when you lifted them onto your shoulders. They remember when you stayed up 10 minutes later than usual just to finish watching a film. They remember when you fixed a broken toy. Or when you just sat next to them while they played. Moments that felt absolutely ordinary to you. Felt enormous to them. And half the time, you don't even remember doing it. One of the things my kids love the most is something incredibly simple. Movie night. Blanket on the sofa, bag of sweets, lights off. Nothing expensive, nothing impressive, just sitting together. But if you ask them about it, they talk about it like it was magic. And that's when you realise something. What feels ordinary for you can feel like the best night of their childhood. As parents, and I'm speaking as a father, not for my wife, we carry a lot of pressure. We're expected to provide, to build stability, to work harder, to make sure that your children have the opportunities that you never did. And that pressure is real, and it matters. But sometimes we get so focused on building a life for our children that we actually forget to live it with them. Every parent has moments they wish they'd handled different. A time you were impatient. A time you snapped because you were tired. A time they asked to play and you said later. And those moments sit with you. Because time moves faster than you realise. And mine are 5 and 4, my youngest. And it don't seem 2 minutes ago they were born. 1 minute they're running at you with tiny arms, and before you know it, they're growing into their own lives. When you go through something that reminds you that life isn't guaranteed, your whole perspective shifts. You start noticing things that you didn't notice before, like the way your kids laugh, the way they hold your hand, how small they are for such a short amount of time. You realise childhood is not a long chapter, it's a blink. Suddenly the small moments don't feel small anymore, they feel precious. Children don't remember your salary, they don't remember how many hours you worked, they don't remember how stressed you were trying to hold everything together. They remember how you spoke to them. They remember whether you listened to them. They remember whether home felt safe. Those things leave a much deeper mark than anything money can buy. Now once you realise that, your priorities start to change. You still work, I still work up to 60 hours a week most weeks. And you still provide, but you protect the small moments. You sit down when they ask you to. You watch a film with them. You listen to the story that they've already told you 3 times. Because one day, those moments stop happening. What I've come to realise is being a good parent isn't about creating a perfect childhood. It's about creating enough small moments that your children grow up knowing something very simple. They were loved, they were safe, and their dad was there. Because the things that feel small to us are often the things that they carry with them for the rest of their life.